Hi. I'm wasting all this like positive mojo and you guys can't hear me. So you guys, March is already off to an incredible start. We have done over $60,000 in retail sales in 3 days. So it's just proof that your business can shift so quickly if you just keep showing up, you keep doing the work, you keep planting the seeds, you keep watering the seeds, you keep doing the things, you're showing up, you're doing your videos, you're connecting with people, you're doing your reach outs, you're doing your follow-ups, and you're sharing your passion about what you have to offer with this business. Yes, it is recording, actually. Don't forget to record. Yes, it is recording. I had to go through and I had to delete some things. So we have some more people that are popping in as we have everyone coming into the meeting room. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Brooke Rash. I have been in the network marketing industry for about 18 years now. And I am a believer in what this business can do for your life. I am a believer in the transformation that it can make in you. I have seen it change so many people's lives, even just on a small scale, from being able to provide a little bit of extra money to be able to provide community for people to all the way to like helping people earn millions and millions of dollars. So this industry, you can get out of it whatever you want out of it. If you want a little bit, you can get a little bit. If you want a lot, you can get a lot. And I know that we have a lot of people coming on tonight who have recently gone through a transition, if you will. Drop a 1 in the comments if you recently came over to Farmasi from another company. Let me know if you recently came over to Farmasi from another company. Okay, we have lots of ones. I also recently came to Farmasi from another company. This is month 6 for me, so I just completed month 5. I started in October, and it's wild that it's already been that long because it still feels so new, but it also feels longer at the same time. I don't know it's like this weird like time warp that I've been in, but it was very scary walking away from something that I had known for so many years. I was in my last company for 8 years and I was very successful over there, but there were red flags that were going off that indicated to me that it was time to make my exit. And even though I knew that I had to do it and God was urging me to do it, I was still very scared. Drop a 2 if you felt fear making the shift from your last company over here. Okay, and drop a 3 if you're lying, because there's no one that makes a change like that, no matter how much experience you have or how much influence you have, because making change can be scary. It can be very nerve-wracking. So we're here tonight to help to ease the fears of anyone who may be thinking about coming into this business, whether you're brand new to the industry or you've been in other companies before. People have a variety of experiences in MLM. I would say that the majority is positive. In anything, you're going to have the good and you're going to have the bad. But I would say drop a 3 in the comments for me if you agree that the good by far outweighs the bad in this industry. Just the ability that it gives you to change your life, to be able to put food on the table, to be able to put gas in your car, to be able to keep a roof over your head, to pay for your kids to have lessons or whatever you need money for. You guys, money is a resource. And because I grew up personally in an abusive household where my mom was forced to stay in a marriage because she didn't have any way to provide for me and my siblings, it's always been something that's been very important to me to be able to make my own money, but also empower other women, especially to be able to provide for themselves, because you just never know when something could happen. I recently went through a situation over this last year with my grandmother, bless her heart. She's almost 81, and her husband, he had always taken care of everything her whole life. She was like your old-fashioned homemaker. She took care of the children. She raised 4 children. She had a home. That was her thing. That was what she did, and she was very, very good at it. But she didn't ever learn how to provide for herself or to take care of the basic things. That her husband did everything, and he had a stroke and passed away. And it's been a very challenging year. And so for me, that was like another wake up call about like how this is my passion and this is my mission to help empower women so they don't have to be in situations where they can't take care of themselves. And I know that probably a lot of you can relate to that. Either you've been in a situation like that yourself, you have a friend or know someone who's been in a situation like that, or you grew up like that. And so for me, it's always just been so important to help empower women to make their own money so they can have their own choices. Women and Rob, that's right. That's the one thing that's really different about this business for me, is that I'm finding we're having more men come in. I think James is also on this call as well. So I think I saw his little bubble pop in. But I would say the majority of all of my businesses, we've always worked with women. So I'm down with helping men make money too. So anyhow, I just wanted to briefly introduce myself, set the tone for the call. We are going to be recapping Miami. So most of you had just recently come in, and we just did a big event in Miami a week ago today. Can you believe it's already been a week? And I just got the recap videos right before this call. So you guys are going to be seeing those drop soon. I'm excited for you to see them. They turned out really cute. And I think everyone just had the best time. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Nicole. And Nicole is going to share a little bit about her background, how she found herself here, and her experience with the company so far. So let's see if I can find Nicole. There's Nicole.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. Has it already been a week? That's absolutely crazy.
I know.
I just wanted to say it really resonates you saying that you've been here for 5 months, and it feels like it's been both really fast and really short. And I feel the same way, and it's only been 3 weeks for me. It's been a wild ride, and it's really exciting to be here.
It is. And that lipstick is beautiful on you, by the way. That's a great
Thank you. It's from the Valentine's kit.
Nice. All right.
So,
Well, tell
in
us
terms
all the
of
things.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing that I've really taken away from the event itself is just the feeling of being empowered in a way that I hadn't felt previously. Uh, in my previous company, there were a lot of guardrails and a lot of things that we were told we couldn't do. And they're just basic business building kinds of things. They're not, we're not asking to go to the moon. Uh, but we're actually being encouraged to build our businesses in the ways that feel intuitive and natural for us. And to me, that's a really big thing. Uh, but the other thing that is kind of my overarching feel is that sometimes it's the wrong opportunity. So, for example, like if you were at a company and you did not find the success that you wanted, or you found the success and that success slowly slipped away, that's not necessarily your fault. Sometimes you can throw as many eggs at the wall and you're still not going to make an omelet. And in this scenario, I think, at least for me, I feel like I'm in the right place. And I'm seeing that happen with a bunch of other people on our team too. There are people who had maybe built a team of 5 people and uh, you know had $1,000 in revenue for an entire month at their peak who have already hit director here in a couple of weeks. And it's just such an exciting moment to see all of these people who have been working so hard for so long finally be in the right place with the right opportunity, the right products, and the right uplines to make sure that everybody can succeed in the way that they want to. So those are the two big ones. But I also want to say, I was talking about this with my husband earlier. About 20% of small businesses fail in their first year. I think it's something like 50 or 60% fail within 5 years. But of those numbers, 40% of those people go on to find success in other companies or, in other ventures that they build later on. And so if you are, considering doing something like this and you're like, gosh, I don't know if I want to build this again or I don't want to try again, I really would urge someone to really kind of soul search there, because sometimes you think it's you and it's really your circumstances around you. And then the other thing I would just say, I was just really impressed. I know Tamara's going to speak in a little bit. I was in a conversation with Emre and Tamara and a couple of other leaders while we were down there. And we started kind of giving some bits of feedback, and the reception of that feedback was so refreshing. It was just such a nice feeling to not only feel heard, but also for them to say, you know what, if it makes sense, let's do it. And then actually seeing those things implemented within sometimes days. It's just such an exciting company. And I feel like I'm personally in the right place. And I've been sort of banging my head against the wall for a while, and now I feel like I don't have to have that headache anymore. Um, yeah. And Tamara, I think Tamara wanted to add something on too.
So actually, Lulu, let me see if Lulu is on, because Lulu has the baby and she's like, I have to hurry up and do it because she's got to get the baby down, if you don't mind. Um, Lulu, are you ready? Or okay, there she is. And then we can bounce to Tamara. I was thinking she was speaking tomorrow, so sorry, I'm a little scattered. It's a lot going on, you guys.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lulu, and I've been with Farmasi for about 2.5 months. And for me, Farmasi really means a celebration of life, celebration of me. And I feel like I'm going through my personal revolution. The woman I'm becoming since I joined the brand is just all the possibilities, all the beauty, all the women, all the relationships. Oh, everything is just like you all been to the office, and that day that we were all there for me was, you go, sometimes you have those days that impacts you, just leaves an imprint, like watching all of you travel from different places to be in a room together with Brittany. Like even right now, just makes me feel so emotional. The loyalty that you had, the relationship that you established together, the success, the failures, everything you've been through, you're in this point just together as one, taking on a new adventure is just so beautiful, so powerful. I'm so impressed and so inspired. I was like, I want to have 500 girlfriends that I'm going to go travel to a different country. We're going to make money together and have fun. So it's really, really beautiful, the power that what you have all created, and watch Brooke to nurture that relationship. Really, the magic of this one relationship that can change your life overnight. You invest yourself in people around you wholeheartedly without any expectations. Just really maintain the relationship, and just one day, things can just turn around, and they're also so beautiful and so inspiring. Really, to understand, like it's just like that wake up call. Like, oh my God, look what's possible. Just this, from one relationship, you can have this, and the results that you guys have been getting. To me, I was like, what have I been doing my whole life? Why did I start this sooner? So you inspire me. You give me the fire to keep going. So I'm really honored to be with all of you on the team, and like watching you all on Instagram. So I'm following you, all of you, learning from you. So welcome, welcome.
What did you think about the event?
Oh, the event, like I said, the event was just so inspiring, and being at the CEO house, I think is such a nice gesture, really making everybody feel like home. I think that's so important, because for us, especially in this business, there's no separation between home and work, right? This is all seamless. We work to live to work. It's all one. So, and being able to really feel like what you're doing is so welcome on this in such a casual way. He was just walking around there and then like welcoming everyone, talking to everyone. I think that's really amazing. And the success of the relationship is, I think that's the most powerful that was really taking me away.
You know, you guys, I just have to tell you about Lulu just really quickly. Like, Lulu has never been in network marketing before, and she just started in December. And what I love about this industry is that someone like Lulu can come along and see what you're doing and be so inspired by it. And this is like, Lulu is like that dream prospect that you want to be able to like catch the vision. Like, Lulu caught the vision right away, and she's like, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to build this. She's working for a director this month. So you guys cheer her on. No previous experience, but she has the energy and she has the heart and she has the passion that she wants to share with other people and help change their lives. And you can tell like she genuinely cares about other people, and it just like pours out. Like, if you are around her, you met her, you just know, you can feel that energy. And that was why I wanted her to come on and share tonight, because I see her rising up the ranks very quickly. And I love how you just caught the vision. And so to everyone else like this on, like, that's what the power of what you're doing can do for someone else, like the Lulus of the world who need that opportunity. She has a little baby that she's trying to take care of. She's a first-time mom, and she's like, I need this income to be able to provide and to be able to, you know, live the life that I want to live and provide for her.
Yes, I just want to add one more thing. I think it's so important because I was really lost. I was like, I don't know what to do, but I just want to be with my baby. She's so little. I'm not ready to send her to daycare. What can I do? How can I be a present mom? I prayed for my baby for many years. I'm 40 years old. I don't know if I'll have a chance to be a mom again. So I want to take on every opportunity. And God has sent me Farmasi. So when everyone asks me, why are you glowing? I say Farmasi. Why are you so happy? I say Farmasi. So the answer has been everything for me since last 2 months, Farmasi.
I love it. And you definitely don't look 40. So thank you so much for sharing. I'll let you go get her to sleep. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank
I
you.
know Tamara wanted to share next. Sorry, I had to interrupt there. I know you guys wanted to.
No, it was perfect because I love Lulu's energy too, and she's totally gonna hit director. And of course, I just wanted to piggyback off of Nicole because what she was saying and that moment in that circle, what she was referring to when we were standing in Miami with the CEO of the company, and he was asking us, how are you feeling? What can we change? What are your thoughts? What can we improve? I was like, are you serious right now? Like, just to have that conversation, and it was all about us. It wasn't about him. It was about us and the opportunity and like, how can we help you? Welcome to our home. It was the most welcome. I mean, literally, the CEO welcomed us into his home. And that is what this business has felt like for the last 3 weeks. But I want to say, speaking of fear, it's okay to be scared. I was scared even going into Miami. Like, I knew in my heart, I trusted Brittany. Brittany trusted Brooke. And then meeting Brooke, I was like, this makes sense. I get it. She partnered with the best team possible. Brooke's upline is amazing. Like, we are with the best team here. So grateful for that. And just being there really shook all the fear away. Honestly, it was so necessary. So I know if you're watching this video, you might have not been able to be there. So let me pass my good vibes on to you and let us all do that, because trust me when I say, like, we went in there making sure that yes, this is the right fit, and we walked out there beyond confident that we are in the right place. We have the right momentum, we have the right team. Everything truly felt like the stars just lined up, and I think I'm speaking for everybody that was there. We felt like we were at home, truly. So I just want to say, if you're feeling those fears, lean out of the fear and push into your confidence, because all of those feelings are an energy. Find that confidence. And if you need to borrow that confidence from one of us or a friend or a leader or a mentor or whoever's, if you're watching this on the replays, maybe somebody that is hoping that you can join arms together, borrow that confidence from them, because that will turn into your business as well. I'm just trying to think if there was like really, I could probably go into a bunch more things, but I'm going to let other people talk. And I just want to say, Miami was so fun, and we all have an opportunity to go to Miami too, right? We just had a monthly kickoff call and they went over that. So just dream big, you guys. Also, conference is going to be in Miami in September. So we have a lot to look forward to, and it just feels right. I'm just so happy to be here. And thanks to Brittany and thanks to Brooke. So
Thank you for sharing. When I first met you and your mom, you guys are just so adorable. You also have just amazing energy. And you notice like the word keeps coming up again and again, energy. You guys, energy is contagious. If you have negative energy, it's contagious. If you have positive energy, it's contagious. And people are going to be attracted to your energy. And it's no wonder that you went ahead and you hit golden director in like 3 weeks, which is just wild. And you've already earned your triple. You know, you have to maintain, but disclaimer, she has to maintain it for 2 more months. But you've already earned your trip to Turkey, because like I would want to join your team, you know, like I would want to be a part of what you're doing because of your energy. So I just can't stress enough how important your energy is and how you show up when you're online, and just be excited, you know, like after I've made this shift personally, that's the number one thing that people keep saying to me over and over and over is like, you've got your spark back. It's so good to see you happy. Like you're crushing it. Like they can just tell that there's a difference in me. Like I'm feeling chills now because of the shift. And I know that a lot of you are probably already hearing the same things from people in your circles, right? Drop a 4 in the comments if you're already hearing that from people. If people are saying to you, oh my gosh, you seem so happy. You just look radiant. You're glowing. Like you've got your spark back. Because I think it was Nicole that said like sometimes you're just in the wrong place, right? And you think that it's you. And I was in that place where I thought it was me. I thought that I was the problem. Like, oh, I just have to do more personal development. I just have to read more leadership books. I need to get a certification. Like it wasn't any of those things. I just wasn't in the right place. Like if you're not in the right place for growth, you're not going to be able to grow. I always like equate it to a plant. Like if you've got a plant and you're watering it and you're doing all of the things, but the soil is bad, like the soil doesn't have any nutrients, right? Like it's not going to grow. Like the plant's in the wrong pot, you put it in the wrong soil, you know, because different plants require different types of soil. And trust me, I have a couple upstairs that are on the fritz. So anyhow, that's so important. So just reevaluate and ask yourself, like, you know, like, am I in the right place? You know, it's not you. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's not you. It's about being in, sorry, sometimes it gets stutter, but it's just about being in the right place that is going to support your growth. And I have felt that so much since I came to this business, just like from the support that I've gotten from corporate and being able to host an event and just to have people to come in and they have all of the space there for you to do it. Like it's just been really like beyond anything that I could have imagined. And I just feel so grateful that all of you are here. Like you have no idea, like I prayed for all of you to be here. And that's why I wanted you to have this prayer, because I want your teams to expand like mine did in just like that rapid moment that when God decided this is the time, I'm sending Brittany to you. So anyhow, I'm going to stop rambling now. Thank you so much for sharing, Tamara. And congratulations on your ranking, and congratulations to Nicole as well. I think you have to tell me, was it director or was it bronze director? I can't keep up because you guys were like ranking like crazy. It was so crazy how you guys were ranking. It was wild. I think we're going to do over $300,000. So over 600 retail this month is what I'm guesstimating. Okay. All right. I think Rob is next. Everyone knows Rob. Everyone, speaking of energy, here comes more, here comes more good energy. Let me scroll all the way down to the R.
Great evening. How are you, ladies? Oh my God, I'm so happy to see like all the faces that I met in Miami. Let me tell you. Okay. So, real quick, for those who do not know me, my name is Rob Morales. I have been in the direct sales space since October of 2023. So I've been in it just a little over a year and a half. I actually was in the same organization that Brooke was, but we were not in each other's teams. Um, and I'm that person that was in an office. I just was like content with life, talking shit about people, and just not doing much with myself. I was just working. You know what I mean? And my girlfriend followed me, and we all know what I mean by my girlfriend. My girlfriend followed me around for a year and a half. No, a year and 2 months. And she was like, do this, because I had a pretty big following on TikTok. And I was just walking around shirtless and had no point to being online shirtless. So she was like, sell these products. So I got in there and I hit the top 3% of that company. And it was so cool for me to experience that. Because I never thought that that would be something that I could do. I come from very humble backgrounds. I wasn't like poor. My parents worked hard and they gave us everything they could, but we just had what we needed. And I just was like, I want a corporate life. And at the age of 27, when my partner passed away, I just had a lot of things happen. So finding direct sales really changed my life. It really gave me a sense of purpose again. Um, it really just kind of filled the hole that was left when my husband died. Um, but I hit a point in that company where I couldn't move past a certain point. It was very niche. It was like when I came here, Brooke was like, "You had no business selling hair products." Like, you know what I mean? Like it was just one of those things. My girlfriend could have been selling rocks on the side of the road, and I would have sold rocks with her. So coming to Farmasi, it was like, I'm gonna give direct sales one more year. I'm gonna do this one more year. And because I may look fabulous, but I'm 35, ladies. Like, we need to like, so I'm like, I'm gonna give this one more year and I'm gonna try. So I came to Farmasi after a woman named Brooke Rash. I love Brooke. I did a series in um over there called So Guys, Let's Get Into It, where I interviewed a lot of the top income earners, and one of them was Miss Brooke Rash. And from that moment forward, I would always slide into her DMs and tell her how fine her husband was. And like, just it was so like we built a beautiful, like, we didn't know everything, but it was just like when I met her in person, it was a genuine, like, oh my God, I can't, like, I gave her a hug and it was so nice. And since that moment, it's been such a roller coaster. I've learned so much about myself. Um, I've changed so many things about myself because I truly want to not only help me, but help people that are in this situation. And I find that this is the vehicle for me to do that. Since the beginning, I actually just went into the back office today, guys, and I started October 23rd, like, to do my thing. And from then to the last day of last month, my team has done $46,213.72 and retail sales. For somebody who does not have a direct sales background or just in 72 cents, exactly, Brooke, down to the penny, girl. Um, and it was just such, like, I saw that number and I was like, oh my God, the power of self-belief is real. Um, the power of being in the right place is real. The power of having leadership that really believes in you more than you believe in yourself is real. The power of having a company that really does not care your background, your sexual orientation, your what, like, they just want to see you win. Um, and the very first day I went to the home office to film my launch video, which, if you guys don't know, it's like circus. I was living every gay man's fantasy walking around this warehouse to Britney Spears circus, okay? And the president came into the room and he had a conversation with me and he treated me like it did not, yeah, I didn't hit the top of that comp plan. I didn't come here and, you know, hit platinum and do all this stuff, but he still treated me with such respect and valued my opinion. And I love the culture that's being created here. Brooke and Brittany are doing such a great job. And if you're on this call and you're like, I was at the place where I was, guys, and we all know where it was, okay? But that place, and you're like, I just feel like it's me. It's not. It's not, because you can go somewhere that is a more simplified system that pays you what you're worth, that gives you a purpose, that you can see girls win that weren't winning over there. Um, Ashley, I'm gonna shout her out if she's in here. She is one of my rock stars. She has done over 2,600 in sales all by herself with no team, just selling the products, going door to door, knocking on doors, writing to people, doing reach outs, doing the thing. And to see her be able to celebrate her kid's birthday or go out to dinner or pay her bills or buy groceries with money that wasn't, she worked for, but it was a possibility because of this makes me so happy. So if you guys are here and you guys want something different and you haven't joined us, do it now because the wave is fun. And who doesn't like a party with a bunch of pretty like girls and people with dreams and Rob bouncing around in the background? So that is really what I have to say. Like it was a great experience, and I'm sorry for rambling.
What about Miami? What about the party we just had?
I walked into the house. So for those who know, I literally texted Brooke. I was like, I feel like Jack Dawson in the Titanic, girl. And
This is not a
you know,
sinking ship. Let's not use that analogy.
yeah, she was like, you can't be doing that. She was like, you belong here. And she did a live, and she was like, Rob, I want you to really think like, when is the next party? You're here, you're worthy, you're doing the work, you want the difference. And it was just such a great time. And the bartender was fine. So, I was like, it was a good time. I was like, leave it to me to be in a mansion and me looking at the bartender. Like, I'm like, my brother was like, you can't be doing that. You gotta, elevate. But it was just so much fun. It was such a good time. And I don't want this to end. And I'm going to work so hard so we can all we're all one big family now. We're all stuck together. And I'm everyone's favorite uncle. So, I'm here. It was a good time, guys. And if you're thinking about doing it, you just need to do it. Because you know what? There's a saying in Spanish. All my Spanish people on here, del cobarde no se ha escrito nada. Del cobarde no se ha escrito nada. And that means that, like, no one writes history books about people who are scared to take action. So that is
That's right.
how I'll leave it.
Well, you said the word fun so many times, and that's why I love this business. That's why I love what we do, because yes, we work hard and we make money and we change lives, but we have fun doing it. You guys, this is not hard work. It's simple work, right? It's very simple. I never like to say that it's easy because you will have challenges, but this is not hard work. It's not manual labor. We're not in like intense contract negotiations or like anything crazy. My husband's in real estate and it is cutthroat. It is not community oriented. It is not everyone lifting each other up. It's everyone out for each other. And I just love that we get to sell beauty products and wellness products and that we get to have a good time doing it. And Rob, you've definitely brought a whole new dynamic to the team, and I know that everyone is here for it. So thank you so much for sharing. And Tamara, did you say you wanted to say something else? Oh, sorry. I muted you.
There we go. Honestly, Rob just covered everything. But I just was going to say quickly, just to point out the fact that I said it in the chat, but for the replay later, I wanted to say I see so many of my own teammates here, and that is just such a magical feeling, watching everybody find success and knowing that everybody is supported here on every single level. Nicole kind of referred to that. Rob referred to that. Like, and Brooke, thank you for the shout out for all of us. But as we all know in this business, you are not successful unless your whole team is successful. And we are all growing and learning and rising together. And Brittany said it perfectly herself. We are learning as we're earning. And just to also piggyback on what you just said about how this business can be easy, honestly, it's a lifestyle brand, you guys. This is new to me. And a lot of my friends I see here from our prior company, this just fits into your life so organically from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. It just feels right. And I'm just like applauding everybody for being here and for believing in yourself, because we are in the right place. And again, just transferring that Miami energy here, it's confirmed. That's all.
Thank you. Next up, we have Miss Rachel.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, my little one is watching TV out there, so I didn't want to be unmuted too quickly.
No worries.
So, I
You
want
get
to talk
to wrap it
about,
up for us. You're
yeah,
the
I
last
will.
one.
So I want to talk about a couple things. So the first thing was, I'll talk specifically to Miami and like being at the home office and being invited to the CEO's home. You know, whether you're in a position of transition or not, I think when you know, and when something feels like home, it's powerful. Um, you know, walking into something that's exciting yet uncertain is nerve-wracking, especially for people like me who are not as extroverted as others. But I'm also very much an empath, so I sense things, I feel things very deeply. And I I had chills like probably the whole time I was there. Like from one moment to the next, they were just powerful, powerful moments. You know, listening to you speak, Brooke, and sharing your journey and your faith and your belief in this company and what you're doing. I think that was really powerful for those of us coming in from somewhere else. So that was the best part of going to Miami for me, was just actually being there and feeling like you were home and being able to take that back home to our homes and stuff, but just having that solidification that this is the place that we want to be. So that was just so powerful for me. You know, my coming back to my family and talking to my husband and, you know, kind of filling him in because he's my sidekick in this and he loves watching me do this. And he just also felt very secure and safe and excited to move forward. So that's specific to Miami. I think the second thing is whether you're coming from another direct sales company or whether this is your first time in a direct sales environment, I think this place just has a very clear pathway to success for anyone, whether you're ground zero, day one, or if you're experienced. I think having that clear path to success is so powerful. And so I want to speak to those who maybe have never done this before. And I want you to know that this is something that can be successful for you, even if you've never done this before, because there is that clear pathway. So that's my takeaway from all of this in the last whirlwind 3 weeks.
Again. Thank you, Rachel. I totally relate with getting overwhelmed in big situations. So I get it. I definitely have to recharge. I was exhausted for 2 days. I couldn't do anything for 2 days after my batteries were like, we have to recharge. So I get it. I can kind of do the ambivert thing where I can turn it on whenever I need to. But was there anyone else? I just wanted to open the floor. If there's anyone else that was there in Miami that felt called to share, we are going to do another call tomorrow night, but you guys all like spoke so quickly and I'm like, oh, wow. Like I was expecting it to go on a lot longer. So I don't know if there was anyone else that felt called to share a takeaway with the group tonight. Let me see if I can get the view so I can, there, gallery. Okay. If you want to share, just raise your hand so I can see you. Anyone that was in Miami that wanted to share tonight. If not, that's okay. I just, this is an open platform. I think Miami was amazing. That was my first time having experienced anything like that where I was, like hosting and welcoming everyone in. And I hope that I helped ease the transition for you guys. I wanted everyone to feel really welcome. That's why we served the coffee and the drinks. And I wanted to like really make everyone feel like so welcomed whenever you arrived. So that was my goal in everything, was like just making sure that everyone felt comfortable and that you felt at home. And hearing you guys say, I felt like I was at home. Like, I feel like that was a really good confirmation. Rob is saying that he wants to speak again. Of course he does, because Rob speaks any chance that he can get. I love Rob.
No, that just one more second. If someone's on here, guys, that hasn't signed up, okay, I want you to really take an inventory on what you spent your money on this week. And think about how much of a difference a $125 investment will make into your future. I've generated a little over $7,000 in my time here. It's been such a cool experience. And had I not hit submit during a hurricane, okay? It was literally during a hurricane. I called Brooke. I was like, "It's done." She's like, "The winds are blowing," and like, like the winds are
I
blowing.
know. I was like, "Are you okay?" Because we're both in.
I wouldn't have had any of the experiences that I had. My direct sales dream would have ended. I would have not been able to keep going in my prior organization. It wasn't sustainable for me to keep doing that work and stay there. So if you're on here, just think about that. Think about your family. Think about what's best for your people and how you can progress just by buying products that are here behind me, guys, that are amazing. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. If you're on the fence, get off the fence because
You have
that
nothing
fence
to
is
lose.
exactly,
Honestly, you have nothing to
exactly.
lose. And honestly, listen, this is so much different than any other business I've ever experienced because there's no pressure here to sell. If someone wants to come in and they just want to purchase products and they want to enjoy the products and they want to be a part of our community, you're welcome to do that. There's no pressure for you to go out and sell unless you're ready to do that. And a lot of times people will come in and they'll use the products, they'll enjoy the products. They'll just be like, customers really. And then something sparks because they get inspired by someone else. They get inspired by Melissa or by Rob or by Rachel or by Sue or by Jennifer by seeing you show up and see like how simple you make it look. Like I had people that I enrolled months ago that I didn't think they were going to do anything. And suddenly they're like, I'm like, oh, there's a story. She's promoting something. Like, okay. All right, look at her. She's going to sell something. I'm proud of her. But I just want to put that out there that you're welcome to be a part of our community, no matter what your level of commitment is. Some of us are all in, drop a 5 in the comments if you're like all in. This is like it for me. Like this is my full-time gig, but it's okay if it's not. And I don't know if any of you had ever been in a culture before where it's like if you weren't all in, like you couldn't be included as part of the community, because the majority of people do this business for a little bit of extra money. The majority of people do this to make an extra $300 to $500 a month, or because they want the community and they want the discount on the products. So we have to make sure that everyone feels welcome and everyone feels included, no matter what your level of commitment is. And your level of commitment is going to shift throughout your journey in network marketing. And for any of you who have been in for any amount of time, you know this, right? You know this to be true. So I just want to say what an honor it has been to be able to work with you guys just over the last few weeks. It's just been such a crazy ride. And I am just feeling very, very grateful. We're going to do this call again tomorrow night at the same time. You guys are going to hear from a whole different group of people. And I can't wait to hear everyone else's feedback as well. So we'll get the recording out for you guys so you can share it out. And then you can let people know that we're also doing this again tomorrow at 7 p.m. So we'll see you guys same time, same place tomorrow night.